In the winter of 1863 and 1864, a South Carolina brigade of the Confederate Army camped in wooden huts in Virginia near Montpelier, President James Madison's home. Next, on American Artifacts, Montpelier's Matthew Reeves takes us on a tour of a reconstruction and archaeology project striving to learn more about how Civil War soldiers lived in winter quarters.
We are located on the north side of the property across Route 20, just behind where the Gilmore cabin stands. And where we're at is at the site of a set of Confederate winter encampments from the winter of 1863 and 1864. This is the area where we found through archaeological surveys that General Samuel McGowan, his South Carolina troops are located from January of 1864 through May 4th, 1864. And the significance of this time period is that following Gettysburg, Lee brought his army in Northern Virginia, retreated to the south, came into Orange County, and then eventually went into winter quarters here in Orange County, with Montpelier being the westernmost extent of those winter quarters for his entire army. Here at Montpelier, from the archaeological data we found in research, what we've been able to establish is that General Samuel McGowan was definitely here on the property based on the artifacts we found in the huts and in the camps here. And what's even has confirmed this even more is we know General Samuel McGowan had 5 regiments. We found 5 regiments here in the woods, 5 regimental camps that all contain South Carolina buttons. So, you know, the matchup is just, it's perfect. And what's exciting about that is what we're able to do with knowing what regiments are in this area. It gives us more documentary history that we can consult in interpreting our archaeological finds, but then in turn allows us to look at the kind of artifacts we're finding here at the camps and relate it back to what we know General Samuel McGowan was doing during this winter time. During this period of winter encampment, what the Lee's troops are very concerned with is the Union Army pushing through the southern lines and trying to capture Richmond. So General Samuel McGowan with the other brigades in the area were on constant patrol, monitoring Union troop movement to the north, and they were essentially ever ready to be on the march to meet any kind of Union incursion. And of course this occurred on May 4th, 1864, when Grant crosses the Rapidan River at Germanna Ford, and then Lee engages with Grant at the Battle of Wilderness. That begins the 1864 overland campaign that eventually ends up in Petersburg, and then with Richmond the next year, and that of course ends the Civil War. So with the camps here, what we're interested in interpreting is there's all sorts of Park Service sites that are there to interpret the battles. But what we're really interested in doing with interpreting the camps here is interpreting everyday life for the soldiers. And it's said, based on statistics from casualties, that 5 out of every 6 casualties, 5 occurred in camp, from disease, from poor nutrition, just from groups. These camps where you've had 100 to 120 men, or I'm sorry, 300 to 350 men living in close proximity to each other. And if one person gets sick, that sickness is going to spread quite quickly. So what we're looking at with the camps is a way to understand the everyday life in camp. And what we've done with the huts here, we had a group of reenactors, the 3rd Regiment of the Army in Northern Virginia. This is a present-day reenactor group who they're using Montpelier as their base of operations, and they've reconstructed huts based on what we found from the archaeological record. So the huts you see right here are based on the information that we've found through our excavations in the woods just adjacent to where this company street is located. Any of the artifacts that come out of here, they all tell a story. And by knowing the exact position where they come from, we're able to link it into not only the regimental camp, but individual huts, and then keep all that assemblage together for interpreting. So, and what we're trying to do with these camps is preserve them for the future, in the future getting grants and funding to do more complete excavations of these larger set of camps that are in the woods here.
You've been watching a preview of our weekly half-hour American Artifacts program. Visit cspan.org/history for schedule information and to view entire programs online.